This tutorial is going to show you how to complete a simple project in a free photo editing program called Gimp. In today's video, let us assume I prepared a lesson on George Washington. To reinforce the lesson, we're going to take a picture of George Washington and make his hair color the same as our own. The first step is to find a picture of George Washington that shows his hair. Today we are using Google. Click on the top left side of the Google browser and select Images. Type in George Washington and click on Search Images. This will bring up a page of several different images. You will need to choose the one that you like the best. For today, let's choose the first one. Click on the first photo and then select the See Full-Size Image option at the top. Once the photograph is by itself, right-click in the center of the photograph and choose Save Image As. Once you save the image, you're going to select the desktop to the left, make sure that it's named George Washington, and then make sure the Save As type is a JPEG image. Choose Save. Once the photograph is downloaded to your computer, you're ready to edit it in Gimp. You can minimize your browser or close out of it, and then select Gimp from your program files. At the top of the File menu, click on File, click Open, and select your George Washington picture from the desktop. And then hit Open. To the right of the photograph, there should be a Layers box that comes up. If you do not see it, go to Windows, Dockable Dialogs, and choose Layers. Once you have a Layers box open, it's important to create a new layer. Click on the white button on the left, name the layer Hair, make sure it's transparent, and select OK. When choosing the hair layer, this will allow you to manipulate the photograph without changing the original. So making sure the hair layer is highlighted, you'll go to your toolbox. Each tool must be double-clicked to use. So you're going to double-click on the paintbrush, that's the tool that we're using today. Then you will select a color. I'm choosing yellow. If you wanted to choose brown, you could change or manipulate your colors, rotating it to whichever color you choose. We chose yellow, we hit OK. Now we begin to paint the hair of George Washington. Keeping in mind that we're probably going to be working with first or second graders if we're using this lesson, it doesn't matter if the trace job is perfect, because they're not going to do it perfect. If you were working with middle school or high schoolers, you would challenge them to make sure that they do a more precise job when tracing the hair image. If you need to change the image to be bigger, you can select the zoom at the bottom and you can make it bigger so that you can see it better. You can also change the size of the paintbrush underneath the tools. Your brush, you can click here and have several options for the style of brush, and you can change the scale to make it a larger or smaller paint stroke. For today's purpose, we're going to make it larger because it's okay to go out of the lines. It does not have to be perfect for the younger students that may be using or completing this project. Once the hair is traced, you're going to be changing the opacity of the hair so that it looks real. I've completed tracing the hair. I'm going to go back to 100%. And I'm going to click on my hair layer in the layer box, take the opacity down to 50, maybe 40%. You can estimate what it looks like on your own computer and then give your students the precise percentage that you want them to change it to. I've now completed the hair color of George Washington. My last step will be to save it. Just go to File, Save Image, Save, and it'll automatically save it as a JPEG. Choose Export and Save.